Today I am going to solve activity 3.5. In question number 1, part A, you have been asked to tell the main differences between monitoring and control systems. I have taken the answer from page number 113 of your book. This is the flow chart. The first three blocks of the flow chart tell the similarities between monitoring and control systems, while the last two blocks tell the differences between monitoring and control systems. The monitoring systems take no action. They just raise a warning or activate an alarm, while the control systems perform an action in the form of valves or motors. In monitoring systems, the computer has no effect on what is being monitored, it's just watching the process. On the other hand, the control system, the output of the system affects the next set of inputs from the sensors. It means that the control system takes some action, like in street lights. If for once the outside light is dim, then the light will turn on, but the next set of inputs will be required to take an action, that if the light will remain on or it will be turned off. Like in case of an air conditioner, the temperature, if the cooling is if the room temperature is getting higher, then the compressor will be turned on, but the next readings are the next set of inputs will be required to tell if the compressor will be turned off or not. In a chemical process, in the same way, the temperature will be and pH will be maintained using the continuous sets of inputs. Now let's discuss the second part. In second part, you have been asked to tell about the sensors and microprocessors of an air conditioning unit inside a car. Name at least two different sensors. We have to tell two sensors of an air conditioning unit, and then if possible we should give a diagram of an air conditioning unit also, and tell if the feedback of the system is positive, then what will happen. So I have taken the two sensors typically used inside an air conditioning unit are temperature sensor and the humidity sensor. Now I have taken the reading from your book. I have taken the answer from your book. Here I have converted this heating system into a cooling system. That the first three steps will be the same, that you key in a specific temperature. The temperature will be constantly monitored by the main CPU, the microprocessor. Then the sensor, every time the sensor converts the reading to digital format to be understood by the microprocessor, and when the readings will be greater than the given reading, it means that the car is getting heated up and the compressor should turn on. But if the reading will be less, then the compressor should be turned off. So I have converted this heating system into a cooling system. The wordings are more or less the same. See this answer. If the required temperature is keyed in, the preset values are given, the temperature will be constantly monitored. The microprocessor compares this data with the preset value. If the value is less, no action will be taken. But if the value is greater and the temperature of the car is getting higher, then the compressor of the air conditioner will be turned on in order to turn on the cooling. If the compressor will be turned off if the required temperature has been achieved, and the process continues until the required temperature is achieved. And if the feedback of the system is positive, it means there is no need to take any action, because the temperature inside the car is working at the temperature of the car is normal. Now they had asked for a diagram, so I have converted the same diagram of a heater into the diagram of a cooling system. Instead of a heater, I have written compressor over here. For the sensor, we require two sensors for the air conditioner. One is temperature sensor and the other one is the humidity sensor. And for taking action, we need a compressor. I have deleted this water pump part from the diagram. Let's see the diagram of an air conditioner. The temperature sensor will give the readings through ADC to the microprocessor. The humidity sensor will give the readings through ADC to microprocessor. You will insert specific readings through the keypad to the microprocessor. It will keep on comparing, and when the temperature of the car will raise, it will turn on the compressor. And this part of the diagram will be removed. This part of the diagram is not required water pump. This was just for the working of a heater. Now this is the complete diagram of an air conditioning unit.